right, Crusaders pregame. I'm Dave Dawson, joined again by Zach Marks as the crew get ready for the AJHL Showcase, a game this afternoon against the Drumheller Dragons, and of course on Saturday against the Okotoks Oilers. Well, Zach, they were snubbed a couple of weeks ago in the initial CJHL rankings, but the Sherwood Park Crusaders sure turned heads this time around.
Yeah, Dave, the Sherwood Park Crusaders come in at 5th on this week's edition of the CJHL rankings, which is a far cry from the not even an honorable mention, which if you follow us on Twitter, you'd know there was a little bit of a discussion on that front. But coming off a big win over the Fort McMurray Oil Barons on Saturday night, 4-1. You saw the tempers flare. You saw some gritty hockey that the Crusaders don't always play, but you know they can hang in there. Heading into their matchup with Drumheller, however, a team they went 2-0 against last season, 9-3 total goals. And speaking of goals, if there's one thing the Crusaders have done this season, it's score goals. They currently are second in the league with goal differential at plus 12. 26-7, I believe. I think I mathed that out right. Probably not. But the Crusaders have done extremely well this season to start, and they look to continue that in cameras.
And for the Drumheller Dragons, they're 22 goals for, 25 against. 25 is right there in the bottom of the league, and 22 is amongst the top of the league in the top three, definitely in the South Division as well. And for the Drumheller Dragons, quite a bit of turnover from last year. Goaltenders, both Daniel Allen and Spencer Vrostek, are gone. So you're looking at Riley Oslin, the former SSAC midget AAA goaltender, and Kel Elder brought in from the Lloydminster Bobcats. They were one of the more quieter teams in the offseason, shipped out a pair of defensemen, Dylan McCabe and Dylan Wenzel, as well as Matthew Raymond, all of them to the SJHL, and the most notable trade bringing in Kel Elder from Lloydminster, who did appear in a couple games already for the Drumheller Dragons. Interesting, though, for Drumheller, 4 of the 5 games they played this year, they're 2-1-2 in the season, are 1-goal games, a couple of overtime losses. Their season opener against Brooks, 3-1, 10 goals shy of last year's game against Brooks in September. That I know that many people still remember that one. Well, Zach, when you're looking at the Drumheller Dragons and you're looking at the type of game the Crusaders play, sounds like since Drum doesn't do so well on the goals against so far this season, I imagine when it comes to goals for Sherwood Park, there's one line that sure hasn't disappointed.
Yeah, that would be the top line for the Sherwood Park Crusaders. Arjun Atwal, Carter Savoy, and William Zapernick put up a combined 10 points in the game against Whitecourt on Friday night, and they have just been on to a flying start. Arjun Atwal with 13 points this season. Zapernick, I believe he's at 10. Savoy up at 6 goals. They are just the catalyst for this team, and it shows on the power play where they currently sit 5th in the league at 17%. Their power play, when it's working, and the special teams have been a huge story this season as they are currently perfect on the penalty kill, the only team in the AJHL to sit with that prestigious rank, and they'll look to continue that on Thursday and into the rest of the weekend.
A large contributor to that penalty kill is Jake Franchek, the local product, Edmonton native, a guy that Zach actually went to school with. Small little tidbit for you. And we caught up with him in Crusaders pregame. What's this season been like for you, 2019-20 for the Crusaders?
No, it's a great start. Obviously, when you get off to a 5-0 start, it's always kind of ideal. We got a special group here, and hopefully just keep it going.
A record-setting season last year, 44 wins this year, the best start since 2011-12. Does that something obviously special to be a part of?
Yeah, last year we kind of started getting good, and then carrying into this year, obviously big expectations and stuff like that. But it's exciting to be a part of it, and yes, it's a good group of guys, obviously. So got a lot of returners from last year coming back this year, so good leaders and stuff like that. So it's a good start so far.
33 points for yourself last year, and about a quarter way through there and barely as many games. What is it about you and your game this year that is being able to produce more points?
Good line mates. I know I've been playing with some good guys, a lot of skill and stuff like that, so a lot of credit goes to them, but just kind of more opportunity to put pucks on net, and good things happen, I guess, so good start so far.
I talked to General Manager Kyle Chase last week, and he said that you are almost the perfect second-line center, and he kind of praised you for some of your characteristics. Is that something that you receive with humility, or do you agree in that statement?
No, I agree with that. I mean, playing behind Arj, it's a good spot, I'd say. So, the second line, doing so good so far, I guess.
Absolutely. What is it about Jared White and Blake Sadlowski that have allowed you to have success?
Jared and me kind of clicked right off the bat. A lot of chemistry. Kind of plays the game the right way. He was getting pucks deep. He's always on the forecheck. Been finding each other and stuff like that. We kind of clicked right away. So it's always good when you kind of find that guy. And then Sid, obviously, a good addition from the WHL. Big guy. Plays the game kind of the right way. So it's good to have those guys playing alongside me. That's for sure.
All right, so playing against Drumheller at the showcase this week. What is that showcase like to be a part of, and what are you expecting from Drumheller on Thursday night?
Always tough games. Everyone wants to kind of perform, in front of a big crowd. So just take it game by game and treat it as kind of a normal game, but there's a lot of pressure there and stuff. So try not to think about it too much. Just kind of stick to my game and play as a team and stuff like that, and hopefully all goes well.
All right, well, appreciate your time. Thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah, thank you.
And thanks so much for watching this episode of Crusaders Pregame. Be sure to tune in from Camrose at the AJHL Showcase when the Crusaders take on the Drumheller Dragons.